Hey everybody, Gears here, and what I'm about to do would have been better done prior to my gluing the entire leg together. This is a bunch of sections of CNC wood that you have to glue. If I had access to the back panel alone without the constriction of the front panel glued in place, it's just a little better. However, just like when I was a kid getting any new model kit, whatever I got, I just had to put it together right away, regardless of directions, instructions, notions, or any proper things. Just get it together and drive it around the room, fly it around the room, or whatever. My imagination just takes off. And that's still, I'd say it afflicts me, certainly, but imagination is not a bad thing, and running wild with it can certainly be a flight of fancy that is not to be missed. However, it does have downfalls. And the downfall here is I have to center this so that it fits into the hub right there on the skins. Little high, little low here and there. You can measure it, you can eyeball it and get that space roughly equivalent to that space, but by there it goes off. So getting the center of this to the center of that to the center of here, because if it's too high or low, it's going to set the legs off as well. So if I cut out a huge section of this, I could just glue it wherever I wanted, and maybe that's probably the better way. However, this does add structural integrity to the whole thing. So when you got that, theoretically, you screw this into the leg, you screw that into there, and the whole thing just becomes super strong. I'm even going to put some electrical plates in between all of this to give that extra metal reinforcement. But the trick again is, how do I find the center of all this and get it in the right place? So what I've already done on this other leg, and since I'm getting ahead of myself, I got to get the video for this, is that using a metal ruler, I lined up all the sides, drew from here to there, right, down to there, over here, over there. So this center square gives you a pretty good idea of where the center is, and then when you go from the cross side over there to the cross side here, and the cross side there to the cross side here, you get the exact center. Take this, and thankfully this was pre-drilled. You line that up with the square that you had all set in there. And in this case, I used double-sided tape to help stick it in place. Bring it over to the drill press, or probably bring the drill press over here. Slide this in place, and at the very least, hope to make some contact marks in the shoulder round hub. Well, it's not the shoulder hub, because the piece that goes here is the shoulder hub. This is one piece of R2 that for most of the club's time has not had a proper name. Just the shoulder round, a roundel. I'm thinking now it's more maybe a spacer. It could be a washer, right? A really big washer. But no, it really has no name. It's just that shoulder round thing that goes here. Unless it has got a name now, and that's only in the last couple years of the 6-year history of the club. So it's been very elusive. So yeah, with that all marked out here, bring the drill press over here and let me see what happens. So let's see here. That's good. This needs to be reset just a little. That's not too bad right there, but I'll do it without the camera. Put some more sticky tape down because this stuff fell apart. Oh, here you go. The precision drawn version. So there's how you can find the precise center when you're looking between multiple access points. So with a test fit, it looks like I'll be able to at least indent the shoulder piece there, the spacer. The concern is those side ones, because right now this thing has best access. I may have to get, if not buy, a longer drill bit. We'll see how this goes. So set where it was, which just barely got the drill and the platform in place. The drop on the spin handle here was just barely enough to possibly touch the shoulder round. And now, if I raise this up to the point where it will drill through to definitely make a contact, I can't spin the handle because that's too close. Let's see, let's try another one. So swinging the leg out from under the arm is the obvious solution. However, we get to this point. Oh, so close, so close, so close. And that means it's going to be off for the other two. So I do need to hit the hardware store and buy a longer drill bit. So this project is on hold, at least for today. And yeah, gosh darn. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Thanks for watching. See ya.